Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to show you how to configure Visual Studio to do a Google test. To do the unit testing, so I'm going to create a new project and go to Google Test. So you can search for Google Test. If you don't have that, I just searched for the Visual Studio installer, launch that, and it brings up the modify. Under individual components, I search for Google, and under debugging and testing, there's the test adapter for Google Test. You want to make sure that's installed and checkmarked. If not, check it, and you'll have to download and install it. Mine's already installed. So when you click on Google Test to create a new project, I'm going to call it Doubler Test 2. And when you click Create, it's going to ask you, do you want static library, link dynamically? I just click OK. So I'm going to right click this and go to properties, and under this C++, I'm going to go to the preprocessor, and under preprocessor definitions, I'm going to click this arrow and click edit. I'm going to replace this text with this. I found this on the internet. Not entirely sure what this does, but it's underscore silence, underscore tr1, underscore namespace, underscore deprecation, underscore warning. So we just want that in there. Click OK. Click apply. And under precompiled headers, we're going to click that, and we're going to click this. We're going to click not using precompiled headers. Click apply, click close. Now we can build, and we can hopefully run this test. I'm not sure why it doesn't let me run this test right now. Let's try running this. There we go. This is the Google test environment. Running one test from one test case. One test ran, passed one test. Okay. So that's like the generic test that it runs. Now, let's click this solution, click add new project. Let's make a console application, and let's call it Hello Test Suite. What do I want to make a function of? I'll just do doubler again. I already tried to record this and I forgot how to do the properties. So I made include doubler.h. So over in the new project, Hello Test Suite, I will right click it and click add new item, click header, call it doubler.h. We're going to make a int function, return int doubler. We will feed it a int. That's our prototype. Let's click that again, right click, new item. We're right clicking this project. We're going to make the CPP file for this. Call it doubler. Include doubler.h. Int doubler, int a. Return a times 2. We now have a doubler. We'll just make sure doubler works. We will pass in 3, run this program. Oops, we got the wrong thing. We don't want that. We want to run this. There it is. So I right clicked it and debug, start new instance. Now I've ran that code. So doubler works. Let's check this out. And our test CPP, which is back in the doubler test 2 project. So this is like 2 separate projects. They're 2 projects in one solution, I suppose. Let's go into the doubler and in the test CPP, we're going to pass 6. We're going to include, we need the path to doubler. So let's go to the repo and I just hit properties, open folder and file explorer. And here is oh, we need the doubler. Open the one that you store the function you want to test in. It's right here. I'm gonna paste this pathway, and then the function is called doubler. We're going to call doubler, pass in 3. I'll build the solution and test. Should do it. It passed. Let's write another test just to make sure this is working. Let's make it fail. 5. Let's try it again. It failed. Look at that. I think we need another name, so let's just try name. Let's do 10 and passing 5 to the doubler. Now, there's a whole bunch more stuff. We passed 2 tests. We're running. 1 test passed, 1 failed. Test case name dot test name. That's that identifier right there. Test name 2 passed. So that's cool. Let's make it pass again. And then this is taking a long time. What happened? There it goes. Both passed. This is where I found out how to this guy's videos in German, so I've translated this essentially. And then Google Test. They have their website that goes into depth about what words there are to use. There's how to write like better tests or more advanced testing. There's a whole ton of documentation. Expect debug death. That's cool. This gets you started though on the FizzBuzz because you would I suppose I can show you the Ninja test for FizzBuzz. I already have the FizzBuzz application. It returns type string, oops, and that's the function. And then the test, it's expecting fizz, and it passes into FizzBuzz this array. One by one, we loop through the array, and we're passing in this array of integers, and we're expecting fizz. And this test does pass. Let's sometimes you can click test, and there's this thing called the Test Explorer, which is this window, and it looks way cooler, and it runs the test, but I can't figure out how to make that happen all the time. It just does sometimes. It doesn't. Maybe I have to click this, click build, click. I'm not sure. At least with this, you know that you're doing it. So, in the FizzBuzz application, I passed the test. You could write more of them with buzz and FizzBuzz and pass in test cases that are expected. Make sure it fails that you would expect it to fail. Like, you know, I'm using a string return. It returns a string called fizz. So I'm looking for a string called fizz. Let's mess up the string. You run this, all the tests are gonna fail. Let's hit the build. and run all the tests. Again, I'm not sure why I can go into clicking test and click run all tests. I didn't do anything different when I did this that wasn't in this video, Google Test with Visual Studio 2017. He showed you how to set up this the preprocessor and the precompiled headers. It's all the same thing. There is nothing different. So good luck with that. There's the link for the original video. Have fun.